Let's talk about positive thinking. Now, positive thinking is something that reduces your stress, it manages your stress, and at the same time, even improve your health. Now, some studies have shown that personality traits like optimism and pessimism, tend to affect some areas of your health. So positive thinking does not mean that you're ignoring all the other negative things happening in life, because things would happen, right? And there are some things that you cannot even change at all, no matter how much you try. But then positive thinking, it's about you approaching these particular situations in a more lighter, brighter mode, having a very open mindset to tell yourself if it doesn't work out, then it's cool. Okay? Now, before we even dive into trying to change your mindset, let's talk about the benefits of what positive thinking can do to your health. It increases your lifespan. Automatically, you just feel good. And it lower rate of depression, which is one of the things that we are facing in our society these days. That is too much. Things don't go your way, and before you know it, you find yourself in depression. But when you're always having a positive thinking, guess what? There is lower chances of that happening. It lower levels of despair and pain. I mean, without that, then you can't slip into depression. And there is greater resistance to illnesses. Let's not forget better psychological and even physical well-being of yourself. And guess what? It also better cardiovascular health. It definitely reduces the risk of dying from stroke, helping with respiratory situations, because sometimes you get overstressed and before you know it, you just find yourself finding it difficult to breathe. And the most important thing that I want you to have at the back of your mind when it comes to the importance, the benefits of positive thinking, is that you always have this coping mechanism. It gives you the strength to bear any hardship and deal with stress in the most better and calmer way. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've seen my face for the first time, my name is Sumayya Abubakar and I am a multimedia journalist, and this is a safe space to talk about things. This is that space where we learn and relearn and unlearn in order to relearn. If you haven't subscribed, of course, go ahead and subscribe, join the community, and make sure you click on the post notification bell so that you get alerts whenever I upload something new. With that being said, let's get on to the main course of this video. Now let's focus on positive thinking. First, you start with identifying those areas that you need to change. Is it work? Do you think that your work is something that just gives you stress? Do you think that commuting, because most times, especially in this economy, you're always thinking of the money that you need to get to move from point A to point B, which has been super expensive? Or is it maybe your lifestyle? There's just something that you need to identify. That is the thing that you want to change. Then immediately you figure that out, you find a way to change it. And how do you change it? You find a way by looking at the things that make you happy. Then you make sure you rely on those things that make you happy better and ignore the things that do not make you happy that much. And I know some people would say, how do I ignore work? Well, it is not easy, but then in that work, your own place of work, there must be definitely something that just gives you joy. It could be a colleague of yours that just makes you laugh all the time. It could be a particular kind of work that you love to do. Then you can approach your HR or something and tell them, I want this, I prefer this, can I work with this? That is you identifying what you do not want, what you need to change in order to make sure you find that better space of mindset. Next one will be check yourself. Now, every day, I need you to just find a way to check yourself. There are certain things that you'll be doing that you will just find yourself thinking negatively. And immediately you catch yourself having that negative thought, then you need to sit down and remove yourself from that kind of situation. Give yourself a word of affirmation and say, I cannot think about these things anymore. I'm not going to solve the problem by thinking negatively. So let me think on the positive side. So always check yourself in order to make sure you find a way to get rid of any of that kind of worries. Be open to humor. Why are you not laughing? Always try to laugh. Try to smile. There is no certain age to laugh. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you can't laugh. Just because you're way mature doesn't mean you can't laugh. Go outside your house, stroll around, look at people, laugh at them, laugh at life in general. No matter how much life dish you think, you can still laugh and just, tell yourself everything would be okay. So find humor, smile. At the end of it, everything would be great. You just need to have that kind of mindset. Next is follow a lifestyle. Now, one thing I can tell you 100% is if you feel depressed or sad at some level, then you need to stand up and do an exercise. Put in music, dance to it, do cardio, 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 30 minutes, dance and just sweat it out. And before you definitely feel better about what you're going through. And in order to even top that off, you can even join it with having a healthy lifestyle of food, So when you're dieting, you tend to have a healthy lifestyle. And the moment your body is feeling good about yourself, it automatically navigates you into starting to have this positive thinking. Surround yourself with positive people. Run away from anybody that thinks always negative. It's always about the bad things. You need people that will always call to you and remind you of the good things in your life to be grateful for. You need people that will help you find ways into navigating things that you want to venture into. You need people that will always tell you it will be okay. You can do it. You can do it. I trust in you. So always hang around people that always see the future as something that's going to be bright, and stay away from anybody that keeps thinking about you cannot do it. This is our life. That's how it's going to be. You need to stay away from that kind of person, or at least try to change those kind of people, because we all need positive thinking in this life. And lastly, practice positive thinking. You need to do it yourself. Look at the mirror, tell yourself, I can do it, I am okay. I mean, in situations where you find yourself and you tell yourself, the moment the negative thoughts start coming and you say, but I don't have money, the positive thoughts should push that away and say, well, necessity is the mother of innovation. So the moment you don't have, you have to think and start creating ways in order to make sure you acquire those things. And there are other negative things that could come to your mind, and you tell yourself, I've never done it before. Then you tell yourself, well, this is a good way of learning new things. So this is something that even if I should fail along the line, I know that I can get up and do it again. And at the end of the day, I will definitely learn something new no matter what. So you need to have that. So wrapping it all in general, you have to always have positive mindset. Think positive. A lot of things would come your way in negative mindset, but guess what? It will never lead you anywhere. The moment you tell yourself, I can do it, I am positive I can do it, then I promise you, you will be able to do it one step at a time. Remember, well, that is it. I hope that you're able to pick a thing or two from this video. Okay, so please do give this video a like, and also do not forget, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you another time. Bye.